Ch1. You are listening at FameTV.info. Chapter 1. 9.tails/rampage, wah. Wah, a loud baby cry suddenly sounded, and Zhang Miao, who was asleep, was suddenly awakened. Why is there a baby crying? The baby's cry was so loud that it hurt Zhang Miao's ears. Hearing such a loud cry, he frowned and slowly opened his eyes. However, as soon as he opened his eyes, he was shocked by the scene in front of him. In front of him stood a man and a woman covered in blood. A huge claw pierced through their bodies, and he was less than 10 centimeters away from the front end of the claw. In other words, if this huge claw advanced a little further, he would be skewered along with the two adults before him. What the hell is this? What the hell is going on? Just as Zhang Miao was shocked by the scene in front of him, he suddenly heard a crying female voice. I'm sorry. Ryanosuke. Naruto. Mom woke you up. I'm sorry. Hearing this voice, Zhang Miao involuntarily raised his head and looked at the other person's face. When he saw the other person's face clearly, his heart was filled with shock once again. Namikaze Minato. Uzumaki Kushina. As a loyal fan of the series, Zhang Miao instantly recognized the identity of the two people in front of him. At the same time, he, who was familiar with the plot, also understood the situation he was in. Kyuubi's attacked in year 48 of Konoha, Kushina, Kyuubi's Jinchuriki, was giving birth. When the seal was at its weakest, Uchiha Obito suddenly attacked and pulled the Kyuubi out of Kushina's body. He used his Mangekyo Sharingan to control it, intending to use the power of the Kyuubi to destroy Konoha. Just when the situation turned sour, the fourth Hokage stepped out and used the forbidden technique, the dead demon consuming seal, to seal the Kyuubi in the body of his son, Uzumaki Naruto, to calm the chaos of the Kyuubi and save Konoha. This was the beginning of Naruto, and also one of the later tear-provoking scenes. Zhang Miao was naturally very familiar with it, but what he did not expect was that he seemed to have become one of the people involved. Looking at the huge claws of the Kyuubi in front of him, as well as Minato and Kushina, whose bodies were dyed red with blood, Zhang Miao's eyes were full of shock and fear. Are they trying to save me? But, why? As an orphan, Zhang Miao had suffered too much, so he understood the cold and warmth of people more than anyone else. Looking at the two people in front of him who were desperately protecting him, he was puzzled. However, time did not stop because of Zhang Miao's doubts. At this time, Minato's sporadic voice also sounded. Kushina. It seems that we can't hold on for long. It's about time to activate the 8 trigram seal. I also want to seal as much chakra as possible on Ryanosuke and Naruto. We have to separate for a while. If you have anything to say to them, just do it now. Hearing Minato's words, Kushina looked at Zhang Miao again and spoke. Ryanosuke, Naruto. You can't be picky in the future. You have to eat your food every day and grow up healthily. Remember to take a hot bath every day. Also, you can't stay up all night. You have to sleep well every day and try to make friends. It doesn't matter if you don't have many friends. It's enough to have a few trustworthy ones. Listening to Kushina's words, Zhang Miao's eyes suddenly turned red, and 2 lines of tears flowed down from the corners of his eyes. As an orphan, Zhang Miao had never seen his parents, and no one would nag these words of concern in his ears. So now, listening to Kushina's heartfelt words of concern made his whole heart tremble. It's obviously just a virtual character from an anime. It's obviously just a big hole dug by Kishimoto. It's obviously fake, but why can't my tears stop? Although Zhang Miao kept telling himself in his heart that everything in front of him was fake, a fake imagination incited by the old tricks of anime, and he even told himself that everything in front of him was just a dream, at this moment, his tears were falling like a broken dam, unable to stop. Looking at Zhang Miao, who was in tears, Kushina, who was talking endlessly, could not help but cry. Ryanosuke, Naruto, in the future, no matter if it's bitter or painful, you will go through a lot of things. You have to uphold your own pace, and also have dreams in your heart, and then put your dreams into practice. Have confidence in yourself. And there are many things I want to tell you. I really want to live with you. I love you. Hearing this, looking at the sobbing Kushina, Zhang Miao's heart trembled even more. He couldn't help but clench his fists as he shed tears. Zhang Miao belonged to the kind of people who would treat others wholeheartedly if they treated him well. Kushina's true feelings made him feel the sensation of having a family that he had never felt before, but this hard-earned family affection was about to be taken away. This both saddened and angered him. Damn that Kyubi, damn you Obito, damn you Danzo, damn it, the strong anger immediately triggered Zhang Miao's fearless nature. At this moment, he forgot his fear, and his eyes immediately stared at the huge Kyubi. The sharp gaze of the resentful eyes seemed to tear a piece of meat off Kyubi's body. The Kyubi felt Zhang Miao's gaze, and its bloody-red eyes flashed with a trace of surprise, sadness, anger, and hatred. Is this look a newborn child should have? Not only was Kurama surprised, but even Minato was moved after seeing Zhang Miao's gaze. Kushina, Jiraiya-sensei said that Naruto will be the child of the prophecy that will save the world, but I think that Ryunosuke is also special, but from his eyes, I can see that there is some darkness in his heart. The Kyubi is an embodiment of hate, so I think I will only seal it on Naruto. Now I will begin. Hearing Minato's words, Kushina wiped away her tears and nodded. I understand. I'm sorry, Minato, I was the only one who talked so much. Looking at the crying Kushina, Minato shook his head. No. It doesn't matter. At this point, Minato suddenly smiled at Naruto and Zhang Miao and said, Naruto, Ryunosuke, what Dad wants to say is the same as your nagging mother. 8 trigram seal. Along with Minato's voice, the ninjutsu was instantly activated. The huge body of Kyubi turned into a huge red ball of chakra under the effect of the seal, and like a flood, it was squeezed into the small body next to Zhang Miao and finally left a black vortex-shaped seal on his abdomen. The 8 trigram seal was completed, the Kyubi was sealed, and Minato, who had used up his last bit of strength, also fell to the ground, losing his last breath. At this time, Hiruzen and the others who had been waiting outside the barrier quickly ran over, their faces full of anxiety. Kushina, how do you feel? Looking at the anxious Hiruzen, Kushina squeezed out a smile. Sandaime-sama, the one with the red hair, is the elder brother Ryunosuke, and the one with yellow hair is called Naruto. I'll entrust them to you. Hearing Kushina's words, Hiruzen immediately nodded. Ryunosuke and Naruto. Got it. I'll call the medical class. Looking at Hiruzen, who was ready to call for help, Kushina shook her head and said weakly, No. No need. Also, Minato said that there was some darkness in Ryunosuke's heart. Thank you. Thank you. Her voice disappeared along with her life. At this point, Zhang Miao also understood that the Ryunosuke mentioned by Minato and Kushina was him. Because of this, seeing that Kushina still remembered him before she died, Zhang Miao felt a sharp pain in his heart, and his tears flowed down like a river. Are you still worried about me before you die? This damn dream really won't stop until I have enough tears. Enough. I don't want to continue. This damn dream, wake up quickly. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.